McCauley prayed off in Syracuse, New York. All Whole30 is real food. It is seafood, meat, eggs, tons of vegetables, fruit, and the good fat from ghee. You know, you might say, what the heck is ghee? Like, you ever go to Red Lobster, which I know you have, and you get the extra butter and it's melted and you're dipping your lobster in it, that's ghee. It's just a really good clarified butter. And so, and what to avoid during there is any dairy. You can't have anything with added sugar. Now, if something has natural sugar, like if you're having watermelon, there's sugar in watermelon, but it's natural sugar. No alcohol. You know, I don't just have a dry January. I have a dry January, February, March, April, May because of the calories. If I didn't gain weight, I'd have a beer every day or a glass of wine every day, but it's just not good for my weight loss plans. No grains at all. It has to be no wheat, no rye, barley, oats, rice, any of that. And on this plan, you can't even have legumes. You can't have black, red, pinto, navy, white, kidney, llama, or any kind of beans. You can't have green beans. You can have snap peas. And no dairy at all. No almond milk, nothing. And nothing with MSG or sulfites. And you're only allowed to weigh yourself once a week at Pray It Off. Even tonight, I don't know what I have to do. I have stood up here maybe 8,000 times and said, don't tell me what you weigh at home. 4 people did tonight. I'm going to put a big sign. Ye who enter here must not tell me they weigh themselves at home, okay? Also, just 30 days, or Lent. Do it for 40 days. It's really not hard. You know what hard is? Hard is chemotherapy. You know what hard is? Losing someone you love. You know what hard is? Sitting vigil, holding someone's hand, waiting for them to take their last breath. Hard is not giving up an English muffin. It's not. And we need to tell ourselves that. We need to say, this is not hard. I can do it. And also, don't even consider a slip. If you're doing great for 20 days and you have a cookie, then that 20 days is up because your body builds up this process when you give up those 3 things and your metabolism changes and it does go faster. I also want to mention that it is Super Bowl Sunday coming up. Does anyone in this room have a son or a relative on Kansas City's football team? Yeah. Does anyone have any on New England? So you have no skin in the game. What did I say the wrong team?
Philly.
What did I say?
New England.
Oh, Philadelphia. See, if the Buffalo's not in it, I don't care. But the fact of the matter is, I don't want to see on your food logs these 2 words, Super Bowl. What does that mean? That you ate enough to fill the whole Super Bowl? What does it mean? If you're going to a party, it's not your team. You don't have skin in the game. And here's something else. If your neighbor, if your grandchild, if your friend of a friend of a friend sells Girl Scout cookies and you want to be supportive, go ahead. Guess what? Donate them to the Holy Family Food Pantry. Because you don't eat one Girl Scout cookie, you eat a row.
No, you don't.
Oh, you eat the box. Okay, or the box. All right. All right. I thought she was disagreeing with the row, but she was saying the box, see? All right. So I'm here to warn you about Super Bowl and Girl Scout cookies. And having said that, the last thing I wanted to mention is the grocery list. And that is included here as well. And it just says protein, produce, and healthy fats. It tells you what you can buy. And you have to bypass commercial, like there's Whole30 bacon and Whole30 sausage. You just have to look and make sure there's no additives involved. Because what I've included is eggless. Some people said, I have to have toast for breakfast because I hate eggs. Well, I have eggless breakfast here. And some of them look delicious. You can have a sweet potato stuffed with things. You can have mango. You can have an apple. There's so many things you can put together. Sweet potato and blueberry hash. Anything with hash sounds good, doesn't it? So there's a whole list of things you can have here. Breakfast, bacon, chicken, tenders, and apples. Sounds good. So think about it. Think about perhaps starting something. Even if you say, I'm not doing any stinking Whole30, Ellen, for Lent or any time, what you can say is, all right, I'm not doing the stinking Whole30. I'm not really going to do anything. How about just saying, I'm only going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner? How about, don't say, I'm giving a chocolate, and then on Easter Sunday devour the whole bunny. You know, it's got to be something that we learn from. And next week when we talk about Lent, there will be a lot more things that we do, just like the Beatitudes, rather than don't. So things that we can do. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby. And I'm going to play It Is